Hey there, Crimsonites. This is Crimson Giant 21. Today I have a good opening for you guys. Due to the numerous asking I've been getting from subscribers, I've also been getting another one to do Dragon Ball Z openings. So I will look into those for future videos. But today we are going to open up some magic cards, and these were bought at my buddy AK Crazy Collector, and should any of you know, he is having a midnight release party this Thursday at midnight. Which would be Friday officially, to promote the new shop he is opening over in Soldotna, Alaska, and also promoting the new Pokemon Go trading cards, which officially launch on the 1st. So go ahead and go check out his Facebook page, and he will, and all the stuff will be there. Just go check out AK Crazy Collector. But all right, so the packs we got today for Magic the Gathering are the Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. We got the Innistrad Midnight Hunt, and a Innistrad Crimson Vow. These two are draft boosters, and these two are 12 card set boosters. So we're gonna go ahead with the draft boosters to see what we get. And if you end up enjoying the video, go ahead, leave a like, subscribe, and turn on my post notification bell so you can see when I upload. And if there's any other things you want to see, whether it be Dragon Ball Z, the new Digimon maybe, or if you want to see the new Pokemon Go, which is a guaranteed given, I will be opening those on the channel. All right, I don't know the card trick to these things, so to show when the rare is last, so we're just going to go right through them. We got the Istwald Shield Basher, which is a white creature human soldier. That looks pretty cool. With a power of 4/2. All right, now we got a sorcery called Reckless Impulse, and it says right here, if you exile the top two cards of your library, until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. So that looks pretty cool. I like sorcery cards. We got an instant called Scattered Thoughts. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put 2 of those cards into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Well, I guess kind of a win-loss scenario. We got the Adamant Will instant card. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains indestructible until the end of the turn. We got the Rural Recruit, which is a green creature and it has the training ability. And when it enters the battlefield, you get to create a 3/1 green boar creature token. That's pretty cool. So when you summon this, you also get a bit of backup. We got the Persistent Specimen, which is a black monster skeleton. And if you tap 2 lands and a black, you get to return return Persistent Specimen from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Cool. We got Massive Might, which is a green instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until the end of the turn. Cool. We got the Selhoff Entomber, which is a blue zombie. When you discard a creature card, you get to draw a card if you tap this. It has a power of 1/3. And we got End the Festivities, which is a sorcery. End the Festivities deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. Look at that, just a couple of nice, cool wolves. We got the Blinding Geist, and it looks like this card is a switcher. Yeah, it is a switcher. Which is a creature in the spirit. Whenever Blinding Geist attacks, target creature an opponent controls get -2/-0 until the end of your turn. And if you pay the disturb cost, you may cast this card from your graveyard transformed for its disturbed cost. Which is this card called Spectral Binding, which is an enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets -2/-0. If Spectral Binding would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. That is pretty cool. We got the Skull Scab, or Scob, or whatever, has exploit, and whenever a creature you control exploits a non-token creature, creates a 2/2 black zombie creature token. You need a black and a blue land to play this card. We got Wash Away, which is an instant. It has a cleave ability, which means you may cast this for its cleave cost. If you do, remove the words in the square brackets. Counter target spell that wasn't cast from its owner's hand. Okay, there we go. So Wash Away. Now we got the Foreboding Statue, which is an artifact creature with the construct. It's add a mana of any color, put an omen counter on Foreboding Statue. At the beginning of your end step, if there are 3 or more omen counters on Foreboding Statue, untap it, then transform it, which transforms it into the Forsaken Thresher. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add 1 mana of any color. So here's the Foreboding Statue, and then here's what it looks like when it's transformed. That is pretty cool. And it looks like for our rare, we got the Lantern Flare, which is an instant. Has the cleave ability. Lantern Flare deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker and you gain X life. X is the number of creatures you currently control. That's pretty cool. And it looks like we got ourselves a basic land plains. That's pretty cool. That's pretty dark. Then we got a zombie creature token. And you can use this card to represent a double-faced card. So it's pretty much just a blank. All right, so that was from Crimson Vow. Now we're going to do the Midnight Hunt. All right, so we got the Arrogant Outlaw, which is a black vampire noble. When it enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. That's pretty cool. Okay, so we got Return to Nature. You get to choose one. You get to destroy a target artifact, destroy a target enchantment, or you get to exile a target card from the graveyard. So you pretty much get to choose the ability. We got the Celestus Sanctifier, which is a human cleric. That looks pretty cool. I don't understand the reading of it. We got the Component Collector. Oh, we got the Crawl from the Cellar. You get to return a target creature card from your graveyard to your hand and put a 1/1 counter on up to one target zombie you control. It also has a flashback ability. We got the Eaten Alive sorcery card. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or pay 3 black mana. You get to exile a target creature or planeswalker. We got the Cathar Commando, which has a flash ability, which means you can play it pretty much like an instant. And if you tap one, you get to sacrifice Cathar Commando to destroy a target artifact or enchantment. We got Festival Crasher. It's a creature. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Festival Crasher gets +2/+0 until the end of the turn. That's pretty cool. We got the Tavern Ruffian. It looks like it's a switch monster. It has the Daybound ability. If a player casts no spells during their own turn, it becomes night next turn. And then when it becomes night, it becomes the Tavern Smasher, which is a werewolf. It has Nightbound. If a player casts at least 2 spells during their own turn, it becomes day next turn. So it pretty much, you switch it based on day. If it's day, it's a human. If it's night, it's a werewolf. That's pretty cool. We got the Morbid Opportunist, yeah. Whenever one or more other creatures die, you get to draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. This guy's a black monster with a 1/3 power. We got the Sunrise Cavalier, which is a human knight. It has trample and haste. If it's neither night nor day nor night, it becomes day. As Sunrise Cavalier enters the battlefield. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you get to put a 1/1 counter on the target creature you control. Cool. Here's another night or day thing. It's called the Covetous Castaway. When Covetous Castaway dies, mill 3 cards. You get to put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. If you pay its disturb cost, you can cast this card from your graveyard transformed for its disturb cost, which will become the Ghostly Castigate, whatever. And it has flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may shuffle up to 3 target cards from your graveyard into your library. If Ghostly Castigator would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, you have to exile it instead. And we got Wake to Slaughter, which is a sorcery card. It's the rare of the pack. And here it is. And we got some more lands. We got a swamp land card. Oh, look at that. We got a spirit card. We got the Phantom Carriage. It's a creature spirit, has flying. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a card with flashback or disturb, and then put it in your graveyard, then shuffle. That looks pretty cool. Then we got a Tree Folk creature token. And of course, we got another, pretty much just a blank card. All right, guys. Here we go. We got 2 more packs to go. We got the Dungeons and Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms packs. I've actually opened these before, which they end up being pretty cool. See, you get a art series card, which looks pretty cool. And you also get a little goblin. And it comes with some Dungeon of the Mad Mage thing right there on the back. All right, so we got ourselves an island land. We got the Knoll Hunter, which is a green monster, which looks pretty dang cool. That looks pretty cool. You find the Villain's Lair, which is a blue instant. We got Kick in the Door, which is a red sorcery. And then you see a Guard Approach, another blue instant.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Sorry about that, guys. I had an unexpected visitor show up. But here we go. We're going to keep going. We got the legendary creature, Gretchen Titchwillow, which is pretty cool. Which looks pretty cool. Has a 0/4. It has a power of 0/4. This looks pretty like a pretty cool card. We got the Sudden Insight, which is a silver instant. It's a blue instant. So that's the semi-rare. And we got the Wizard class, which has 3 special abilities. Gain to next level as a sorcery to add its ability. You have no maximum hand size. Level 2 is when this class becomes level 2, you draw 2 cards, and when it becomes level 3, whenever you draw a card, you get to put a 1/1 counter on the target creature you control. Which that's pretty cool. We got the Plundering Barbarian. When it enters the battlefield, you get to choose one. You get to smash the chest or pry it open. That looks pretty cool. It looks like they're trying to incorporate magic with Dungeons and Dragons. We got the Dragon Turtle, which is our rare. It has this cool card. It has the Dragon Turtle itself. Look at that. That also has flash, which means you can play it as an instant. And oh wow, we got a dragon. We got an old Gnawbone, which has flying. That looks really cool, and has a power of 7/7. And here we go. We got the Jaded Cell Sword. When it enters the battlefield, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, it gains first strike and haste until the end of the turn. That looks pretty cool. All right. All right, guys, this is the last pack, and then we'll call it a day. And here's the Frost Giant art card you get that I got with it. It's a Frost Giant. And there we go. And looks like we got ourselves a holographic land card. Swamp. That's pretty cool. And we got the Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. It has a ward of 3.
So how are you doing with the library?
Good, I think. Yeah.
We got the Circle of the Moon Druid, which is a green creature. I'm trying to rush this along so that way we don't have to. That way. We got the Plundering Barbarian, which is right there. Again, I apologize for the leftover noise, and I'm sorry for the tablet falling there. We got the Silver Raven, which is an artifact creature. When it enters the battlefield, you get to scry 1. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like ravens. We got the Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. What is a creature? A human elf shaman, which is a 3/4. Has these special abilities on it. And we got the Power of Persuasion, which is a sorcery card. And you get to choose a target creature an opponent controls, then roll a d20. So pretty much with the roll of a d20, you get to choose the ability. And we got the Feywild Trickster.
This computer.
And there we go. We got the Wizard class again. Long Rest. Which is our rare sorcery card, which looks pretty cool. And we got the Inferno of the Star Mounts, which is our legendary dragon, which has the spell cannot be countered, has flying and haste. When Inferno of the Star Mounts gets +1/+0 until the end of the turn. When its power becomes 20 this way, it deals 20 damage to any card. That looks pretty cool. And we got the Secret Door, which is an artifact creature. It's a defender. You get to venture into the dungeon, active from only as a sorcery. That looks pretty cool. And there we go. And we got finally got ourselves a creature token. That's gonna be the last card. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. If you ended up enjoying the video, I'm sorry it took a little longer than normal, and I apologize for the interruptions, which could not be avoided. If you ended up seeing any pulls that you ended up liking, go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions for any future videos, go ahead and leave that down in the comment section as well. But this will do it, guys. I will see you all in the next video. Peace.